Mr. Scales here, architect that's fucking it. Now let's talk about. I've seen this fucking post basically of fucking like this channel called Nonconformist Radio, man. And just basically it's kind of fucking zame with a fucking interesting idea or notion there. That's basically he said the idea itself of the fucking like shadow itself, or basically to integrate one shadow is to be overwhelmed or overtaken by it. And now I'm really ridiculously skeptical of the shadow self. You know why? In a sense, in a sense, the issue about the shadow self is basically, I said it before, the very first video that I actually created. But basically, the freaking demons will use that thing itself. Demons, entities, specifically negative entities or archonic satanic forces to basically say that, hey, come, dude. Not come, but basically, hey, integrate us. It is actually not of your shadow or not of your shadow of your aspect of yourself, but basically just this freaking demons itself that's freaking douche farming you, to be honest, dude. Or just basically energy extracting you, to be honest. Or basically the shadow itself is basically, it holds like really it holds a lot. Oh, it holds, yeah, it basically holds 90%, not really 90% to be honest, but basically it holds the unconscious, to be honest, dude. It is basically kind of like the king, or basically the freaking ruler itself, or the ruler itself, or just the peak of the hierarchy itself of that thing, to be honest, dude. What the heck to say, the peak of the hierarchy, of course, peak of the hierarchy. I'm talking about that basically, even the smallest things like irritation, frustration, or infuriation. For infuriation itself, the shadow will see that stuff. See that stuff itself, and as the shadow is connected to the ego, it's connected to the ego, or basically the logical side as well, even a bit of emotional as well. But usually the ego, to be honest, usually the ego is a sense is really like the freaking king of coping, to be literally the king of coping, as in a sense using coping against you, to be honest, using coping or basically the defense mechanism against you. A person does not think about that basically they are being protected by their ego, to be honest though, or basically their shadow that, hey dude, hey dude, you're not freaking strong, shut up dude, be realistic. You're not strong, you're not confident, or basically this freaking piece of garbage is saying that to you. Do you really want that aspect to be you, or basically freaking kill that aspect of you? The shadow entirely, to be honest, dude. You literally unironically don't need that aspect, dude. And unironically, I did mine, and basically it basically brings me much more clarity, to be honest, dude. And freaking the basically rumination and bad thoughts disappeared. So the rumination bad thoughts disappear. So one was skeptical to basically not only the shadow, but basically the paradigms or conceptual frameworks that one follows or adheres to. Though I just follows or adheres to basically freaking like step one, to be honest. What next? I remember that I also just tried one though. Because if you know the fucking channel of fucking, no, don't bully him though, about fucking like Sephora shamanism. You basically just kind of see his fucking video. He said that integrate your inner. This is basically, I would say, like freaking severe, to be honest. Not really severe, but basically like up the ladder, I guess, or up the stairs, to be honest. It's basically a higher level. This is basically integrate your inner freaking demiurge, my gosh. Integrate your inner demiurge, my guy. Or integrate your inner demiurge, integrate your archon. Integrate your freaking archon, to be honest. Bruh, integrate your inner narcissist. That's all this is. That's freaking like story on its own, to be honest, dude. In a sense that basically this freaking piece of garbage itself will with this piece of garbage, the entities itself will tell you that, oh, we will bring you, just accept yourself, dude. And that accepting yourself is equals to accepting them too as well, accepting them as well. And not only about accepting them, but basically what their encompass or their predicates would be, to be honest, dude. Just accept that you're a freaking pervert, or this side of heaven like perversion, to be honest, dude. or basically kind of like a depraved aspect of oneself. I know it's freaking loud. Aspect of oneself, and also about this freaking stupid. It's also about this freaking stupid idea. It was stupid idea itself that freaking this entities itself just really loves to tell to people that really loves to tell people that when one accept oneself, what what self are they pertaining or talking about or concurring to be honest, comparing to be honest? Is it that the lower aspect or your higher aspect there? Because because or true to the fact itself that you can unironically kill those freaking piece of garbage, to be honest, the freaking lower entities, dude. Or lower vibrational entities, to be honest, dude. Instead of basically living with them. It's much better to not. I when you see the thing, see the fabrication, they create bad and then create good as well. Kill them. To be honest, that's it. That's basically I would say that if one oppress someone itself, justice must be bring or must be brought. Must be brought and just freaking kill them. To be honest, there. Do what the they freaking like do what the others shall something freaking like Jesus, to be honest there. Actually match their freaking energy, to be honest, dude. In a sense they will say that forgive us, my guy, or in a sense forgive us, my guy, or in a sense they really want, or this quote unquote aspect of yours that basically they just gaslit, they just literally gaslit that basically we are your aspect, but actually not, to be honest, dude. Actually freaking not so far. If you freaking basically watch basically some of my video itself about basically about um what's the title of the video? It's basically just pertaining or just basically referring to the idea that there I have before a freaking ridiculously foreign feeling, to be honest, dude. Foreign feeling itself, foreign feeling itself about this freaking thing, to be honest, dude. Foreign feeling as well that basically there's a really like negative energy or negative feeling that basically I encountered. But I know it's an energy, to be honest, and a negative energy, to be honest, and just observing this thing is basically about to freaking like really as paranoid and schizo, to be honest. But and it's basically I feel it. It's not the ego. It's just so ridiculously foreign, to be honest, dude. It's just so foreign, though. If the mind can conceive those things, to be honest, the mind conceives those things in a sense, the mind should be put in leash, to be honest, dude. Should be put in leash, to be honest, dude. Many times over itself there that it will be not the master or basically the freaking at the drive seat, but you the spirit or the hearer of this thing, or the one that hears this thing. That's it. And that's important to us as well, that in a nutshell, yeah, the mind or basically the consciousness will say that, oh, there's spirit, oh, there's soul, oh, there's spirit, or there's a transcendental variant of you, or transcendental stuff there is just creation of just the mind itself, that you're already that, to be honest, but not already that, but basically you are already like freaking at this. If you understand, basically you're already that itself. The mind is basically, or there's an ego creates this freaking like a hierarchy of freaking selves or something, dude. Hierarchy of selves, freaking higher self or something, dude. When you actually you're freaking, and actually one is just living on freaking, freaking like clouds or something. You're living on clouds, or freaking living on a mirage already. You are already in this, to be honest, dude. So yeah. And also as well those freaking like negative entities as well, negative entities too as well, if one feels them as well, and even as well some freaking false like beings itself that release the control, release your control of yourself. It's not be in a context itself, in a context itself that basically they are basically at your front, or in a sense, this is basically steering your freaking life. To be honest, though, steering even your life away. And basically, you know, these people that basically like kind of like have this freaking life. To be honest, dude. If I can like stereotypical like for spiritual life, that basically a lot of freaking like suffering, a lot of freaking suffering itself, freaking pressure and such. A lot of suffering is basically happening and such. Why? Because those freaking entities there was in front. It's not you actually like partaking. To be honest, dude. So yeah, no, basically like destroy every contract, every agreement, unconscious, subconscious agreement of those pieces of garbages. To be honest, dude. The false light. Rem- Be be wary of the entities that basically you encounter. To be honest, dude, or even befriend. To be honest, dude. I'm really like not I'm really like not anti like anti against freaking like entities. To be anti against entities. To be honest, dude, or anti against the freaking accompaniment or basically interaction with entities. Nah, I nah. The false light is the issue, and basically darkness, of course, though. I have interacted with some Buddhist deities too as well, and also my imaginary friends too as well. Imaginary friends too as well. Imaginary friends, or basically tulpas, tulpas. So yeah, imaginary friends or tulpas there and such. And I would say that they helped me though. But in a sense, when one encountered a freaking like false like variant, like basically a false version of them, not really false, but yeah, it's basically kind of like those entities that take shapeshifters, or basically the fakes itself. Yeah, you would know them though. That's it, Mr. Scales out.